Now that you've completed one or both of those exercises, let's talk further about the work personality model and your results. So our agenda this time is going to talk a little bit more about why this is important and explain the work personality model in more detail and how to use that model to understand your results from where do I fit and or from the Career Orientation Index. So why is this information important? I know I've hinted at it already and I've already discussed it some. But no matter what you're doing, you have to start by understanding you better. But Larry, I just want a job. I've heard that many times. And even if you just want a job, you have to start with you, understanding yourself better. That leads you to the better job fit, leads you to a job that you're going to be better at, you're going to be more successful at. Whether you're just looking for a job or just trying to do the interview better, or you're looking at a total career change, or you don't even know what career direction you want to go in, you always have to start with you, understanding you and your needs and your skills and your interests. That's the place we start. So let's talk about this Holland Career Model. You already have some sense of it by having done both of those exercises. Holland said there are 6 types, 6 categories. You saw them on the 2 exercises you did. The 6 letters, the 6 names. The unique thing about the Holland model is these categories describe personality to a certain extent. They also describe and can be used to identify a person's skills and their interests. And it can even be used to look at work environments and how those environments apply to the person. Please note, not everything in one of these categories may apply to you. You're really looking at the general trend of each of the types and how it fits you. And usually we're talking about multiple categories that define you. In fact, usually it's talked about 3 categories, first, second, and third, which is why in the 2 exercises you came up with a first, a second, and a third highest category. So I'm going to go through the 6 categories briefly. For each of these categories, you'll see a slide with characteristics and personal preferences, and then a second slide that gives some sample activities for that category, for that type. The first one is realistic. Realistic people tend to be athletic and physical. They like physical activities. Oftentimes they have mechanical ability. They'll prefer to work with objects, machines, tools, plants, or animals as opposed to being with people. They'll often like being outdoors. And they are typically referred to as practical-minded. Types of activities that a realistic person might get involved in will be fixing things or assembling things, furniture, structures, machines, putting things together. They like to operate machines, whether it's motorized machines or equipment, or electronics types of equipment. They like to manipulate things with their hands. That's what it comes down to. That can cover a wide range from very, very sophisticated, educated people, like surgeons, to people like carpenters and skilled trades. Many times, realistic people like being outdoors too. And a course they might take might be something like a graphics course. Helps them understand how those things fit together and how to put things together. The second type is investigative. These are inquisitive people who like to analyze things. Many times they're scientifically oriented, but not always. They're observant. They can think abstractly, put things together into a bigger picture, and often enjoy working independently on their own. Investigative people, the types of things they might enjoy doing would be working in a laboratory or working on research projects of any type. Gathering information or evidence on a topic. They might apply mathematics to practical problems. or read scientific books and magazines, or take a science course. Those are all types of activities that a person who is investigative type might lean toward doing. Third category, A, artistic. These are creative people who are often intuitive, imaginative, and innovative. They might enjoy art or drama or music or writing, all of those creative endeavors. Activities they might enjoy might be designing furniture or clothing, or designing advertising, or practicing a musical instrument, or creating photographs or portraits or other types of visual creative activities. Or they might enjoy performing for others, whether it's dance or art or just giving speeches. They might read artistic or literary or creative articles or books. They might be interested in taking an art course. The fourth category is social. Social people like being helpful and friendly and being understanding of others and their problems. They're outgoing oftentimes and idealistic. They're looking for the best. They're cooperative with other people. Activities they might get involved in or enjoy be helping others with personal problems, or teaching a school or at a college, or even online. They might like supervising activities of others. All types of teaching activities in terms of helping other people learn, or working as a volunteer. They might like reading psychological articles or books. The fifth category is enterprising. These people tend to be persuasive and self-confident, enthusiastic. They're leaders. They like leading people. They're sociable and assertive. Things they like doing, they might like operating their own business or service of some sort, or leading a group in accomplishing some goal, or participating in a political campaign, or acting as an organizational business consultant. They might read things like business and enterprise magazines or articles or books of how to get ahead. The final category is C, conventional. Conventional people tend to be organized and accurate and conscientious and efficient, and they enjoy processing data and information. They like attention to detail. Activities that conventional people might like: filling out forms, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, like bookkeeping, that type of organizing, operating office electronics, keeping detailed records, checking paperwork or products for errors or flaws, making sure things are right, updating records or files, keeping things organized. So, in summary, Holland's theory says that most personalities, skills, and interests can be categorized into one or more of the 6 types. The 6 types we just went over. Also, work environments can be categorized as one or more of the 6 types. People search for environments that will let them exercise their skills and abilities, express their attitudes and values, and take on problems and roles. That's what we mean by job fit. That's critical. Okay, moving ahead, let's take this Holland theory a step further and help you understanding how it can apply to you and apply to jobs.